Welcome to Art Club. It is so good to see you here. We are going to be making all kinds of amazing things today, starting off with this sort of wooden tapestry. Now, we are not going to be able to finish this today. We're going to get it started today. We're going to finish it next class. And it's going to be all about these wonderful fine motor skills. We're going to be tying lots of knots. So if this is a new skill for you, not a bad idea. Get it? Not a bad idea. Okay, that was terrible. My apologies. But not a bad idea to have your at-home mentor nearby. Now, if this is a new skill for you, tying knots, I want you to be patient with yourself. I want you to give yourself some grace because anytime we're learning something new, it seems tricky at first, doesn't it? And then the more we do it, the more we practice, usually the easier it becomes. So just like me, if I were to learn how to play the piano, I don't even know how to read notes right now. So if I was trying to learn to play a song, I would probably be like this. Ding. And then I'd try to look for the note, figure out where the note is. Ding. I don't know why my piano's dinging, but it is in this scenario. It's probably not going to sound that good. But if I continue to practice, after a while I'd be able to play the piano like this. I don't know if that's how it actually works as far as the fingers because I don't play the piano, but it looks like that to me as a non-piano player. So just like any skill, shooting a basketball, playing the piano, dribbling a soccer ball with your feet, right? All these things, they just take practice. So same with tying knots. Give yourself this time to practice. And like I said, if you need your at-home mentor nearby, that's okay too. Let's talk supplies next. We are going to need 6 crafting sticks, also known as popsicle sticks. We're going to need whatever color of yarn you would like your wooden tapestry to have going down the sides here. We're going to need scissors to cut the yarn. And then it's not a bad idea to have a piece of tape too, especially if you don't have your at-home mentor nearby, like me. I don't have an at-home mentor here for me, so I'm going to need a piece of tape. So first and foremost, we're going to take this yarn and we're going to get a wingspan. Now, what is a wingspan? You might be wondering. Well, I want you to pretend you are a bird, not a human. What part of your body would be your wings? Well, this part, of course, right? Those would be my wings. So your wingspan is simply from this side to that side, like this. So I'm going to take my yarn, I'm going to pinch it between these fingers, then I'm going to pull, 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 pull. My wingspan might be slightly bigger than yours, that's okay. So I'm going to pull, 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 like this until I've got my wingspan. And then, at my wingspan, I'm going to give it a cut right there. Okay? So now I want to find the center of my wingspan. So I'm going to do that by holding these two ends together. And I kind of pull it in. Okay, so if that's where the two ends are, here's where the center is. That's what I'm going to want to tie around the edge of my first popsicle stick. This is where an at-home mentor could be real handy if they hold that down for you. Or if you're like me, I'm going to just grab a piece of tape and I'm going to tape it down. This piece of tape is my at-home mentor today. Look at that. And you'll see it's going to help hold it from wiggling around. Okay, I'm going to put that center around my popsicle stick, kind of towards the edge. Now it could be in a little further if you're more comfortable tying with it a little further in, because we can always move it later, right? Like even this one. I made this a long time ago, but I can still move where those sticks are and where the string is if I wanted to scoot them over a little bit. So don't worry too much about the placement right now. So tying knots. Let's talk about that next. I am going to cross these over each other in an X, like that. I'm going to find which one is on the underside. So this one is not. This one's over the top. But this one is on the underneath. So you can kind of see that if I put my finger in there. This is the one we want. The one that's the underneath side. of the X. I'm going to take the end of it and I'm going to put it into this circle here, just like that. And then I'm going to grab it from under the circle because I put it over the circle. Now I want to grab it from under and pull, 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 pull. Whoopsies, got stuck on my paper. Pull, pull, pull. Sometimes you might need it might work better if it switches. Actually, it's better like that. You'll see as you're pulling it that it kind of makes like a pretzel shape, or like if you cross your arms like this. That's kind of what it looks like close up. And I just pull. Now that's only a single knot, which means I need another one because it's supposed to be a double knot. Okay, so this same thing though. This is great. We're going to get lots of fine motor skills here, lots of practice tying these knots. Okay, so I made my X. I'm looking for which one's underneath. Actually, this time, this side I have underneath. So this is the string then that I'm going to put in the middle. And I'm going to grab it from underneath. And once again, you just pull from here. Okay, pull, pull, pull. Cool, that's a double knot. That's not going to go anywhere now. That's nice and tight. So I'm going to take my next stick and put it here. And we're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to go a little bit faster. If you want to get the directions on how to tie, just feel free to rewind what we just watched. And, you know, pause, rewind, rewatch it as many times as you want to. But I just want to make sure I also get towards the end so I can show you what this will look like. Because we're going to have to repeat this on the other side, aren't we? So here's 3 sticks. You can see once you get going, I mean, I've got a lot more practice. I've been doing this for, well, a long time. So, you know, I've been doing this since I was your age, and I'm just a couple years older than you, maybe 1 or 2. So a little more practice. But once you get going, once you've got more practice, you know, it doesn't take quite as long to do. Once again, if you need that at-home mentor to kind of help hold things or help you just work out the details of how to tie those knots, that works great. Once I get to my 6th one, I'm just going to do the same thing. Notice how mine are a little uneven. I'm not worried about that right now. I can always even it out later. Once I get to my 6th one, I'm just going to leave this be. We're going to leave that because that's going to help us next class when we come to tie it like that. But we do have to make one more wingspan, don't we? Because we have another side. We have another side to go. So stretching that out, cutting it, putting those 2 ends together just like we did before to find the middle. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So I'm going to loop it around that first one. We're going to make those double knots. Here's 1. Here's 2. And we're just going to do the same thing on this side. Tying those knots all the way down. Give yourself grace. Be patient with yourself. Remember, oh, I've got a piece of my hair stuck. Remember that you're a learner. Just like if you were learning any other new thing, we're not going to be perfect at it right away. And that is not the expectation, right? Never the expectation. What we're trying to do is we're trying to flex our art muscles. We're growing stronger. We're gaining more knowledge. And that is what we want to do. So, before next art club, your goal is going to be to basically have this like wooden tapestry, kind of like you're seeing happen here. I'm going to try to get the last 2 in for our video. And we'll be adding more flourishes and embellishments to it next time. So have some markers ready, scissors. We'll be tying some more knots, so some more yarn. But we want something that looks kind of like this for next time. And of course, like I said, we'll be adding more to it as well. Can't wait to see you then. Have fun, learn lots. We'll see you next time.